why you decided to cross the border and come to Pakistan?
We hear so many things about the country, not many things.
Not many things?
No.
Is it safe these days to travel?
Today, maybe I'm seen as a local Pakistani with the shalwar kameez that I have.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi guys. Today I have another guest from France and he is Julie and he is traveling the world. And this time he ended up here in Pakistan and I'm using this chance to interview him, asking his own impressions about his stay in Pakistan. How are you, Julie?
I'm very good, and you, Balnur?
Thank you so much. I'm feeling good. And how many days you have been here in Pakistan?
Around 45 days.
Wow, such a long time. But which kind of areas, province you have been?
I come from China. I crossed the border in Kujera Pass. I stayed 1 month in Gilgit-Baltistan, visiting, doing ice climbing, trekking, and just arrived in Islamabad.
Okay, so most of the time you spent in Gilgit-Baltistan.
Yes.
Okay, tell me please, what was your first impressions of Pakistan when you came?
When I arrived in Pakistan, it was in a bus through China, and they were full of Pakistani going to China to do business, export and import in Pakistan. And they were extremely friendly already in the bus, and I told myself, I think there's a big difference between what we hear from Pakistan in the news and in the media and the reality of the country. And I arrived in Pakistan and people were so generous and friendly with me, walking on the street and asking me where I'm from, if I'm okay, if I want to drink chai. So, and after 1 month, it's even more the case. They are, I think, even more generous and a world different from what we hear about Pakistani.
Wow, that's amazing. So, why you decided to cross the border and come to Pakistan?
Because I was going to Nepal and Pakistan was on my way, but also we hear so many things about the country, but in my travel I've noticed that there's usually a big difference from what we hear and the reality. So I wanted to make my own opinion about Pakistan and meet real local and live with them.
Okay, so I predict if you came from from China and you are also foreigner here in Pakistan, what local people knew about French people, or they could recognize you as you are like from Western countries? What kind of attention did you get from locals?
Usually, it's always good attention. It's always like, where are you from? First is, are you from Germany? Are you from the US? And no, I'm from France. Oh, France. Oh, okay. Some say it's a romantic country. Some say, oh, it's very developed. And then I say I come from Paris, and they're like, oh, I would like so much to visit Paris. Anyway, it's always good attention in Pakistan.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so what local people knew about France?
Not many things.
Not many things?
No.
Only Paris?
Only Paris and actually only Paris, and just they know it's a developed country, but they don't know so much about France.
Can you tell me about your own country? Is it safe these days to travel to Paris and to stay there like you stayed here in Pakistan, hitchhiking?
Paris is less safe than Islamabad for sure. In Paris there are many thieves and pickpockets. It's quite unsafe, I would say. You can walk on the street and nothing happens, but especially if you're a tourist and like local bad intentional people see that you're a tourist, they would maybe try to get some things from you. Traveling in Pakistan is quite safe. I didn't have any problem. I didn't feel unsafe just one time. In Paris, I feel unsafe when I walk on the street sometimes.
Here? In France?
In France, in Paris.
Okay, but you didn't face any trouble here in Pakistan? Or happened something?
No, nothing happened here.
Okay. So tell me please, what kind of local cuisine you had tried here already?
I tried. I drink chai every day, like 6 or 7 times per day. Chapati, roti. I usually eat dal also. And I try to avoid meat. I think eating meat is very important for the environment today. And I feel much better since I
stopped eating?
Yes, since I started to eat less meat.
Okay.
Pakistani food is very good, especially I love chai.
Okay. So why you decided to escape eating meat from France since that time?
It started in France maybe 3 years ago. I started to have like more and more conscious about environmental concern, especially when the meat consumption requires a tremendous amount of water. For example, 1 kilo of beef to have in your plate is around 3,000 liters of water required to eat just this 1 kilo of beef. It's too much. It's too much water, and it requires land also. And for chicken and pork, it's a bit less, but still too much water. And also, I started to think that I actually eat an animal, and it's okay. I can leave the animal running, and a chicken being a chicken in the wild. I don't have to eat it for the proteins, because meat is a concentrate of protein. I eat a lot of lentils, dried fruits, and we can find proteins in other things.
Okay, great. Tell me please, what kind of activities you had in Gilgit-Baltistan? What did you do there?
I did a lot of trekking and climbing, ice climbing. I did my first sessions onto a glacier. Doing ice climbing and doing alpine climbing, it means that I climb with ice axes and crampons by myself, and I put the security myself onto the glacier. That was one of my dreams, and I accomplished it in Pakistan. It was so fun.
I feel like it's very dangerous.
It's not unsafe.
It's not unsafe. It's unsafe.
It's a bit unsafe, yeah.
So you have done all this hitchhiking only yourself, or you had a tutor with you who helped you?
A tutor?
Showed you? Yes.
To hitchhike?
Yes.
No,
not hitchhiking. I mean about this trekking, glacier trekking. Did you have anyone to help you?
Yeah. I was with a mountain guide, very qualified mountain guide, and we did that on a glacier. So I did with different person during 3 weeks. This man was completely, so strong. You know, the Pakistani people and Nepali, they have like the 14,000 peaks above 8,000 meter high in the world. It means that they are able to climb very, very high mountain at such a crazy altitude. And I was climbing with one of these guys, and he taught me so many things. It was very insightful to be with him.
He's local? Pakistani?
He's local, in next to Hunza in Shimshal. Shimshal, by the way, is the mountaineering village of Pakistan.
Okay, so overall you have good impressions of Pakistan?
Yeah.
And would you like to come back to Pakistan next time?
I will come back next time. I don't know in how long, but I will come back to Gilgit-Baltistan to climb again, visit more in Islamabad, and maybe more
Other regions?
Yeah, maybe more regions in Lahore and the south of Pakistan.
So how old are you right now?
I'm 25.
Oh my God, so how many years you have been traveling already?
I've been living abroad for 3 years.
Okay.
Studying in different countries in Europe, in Germany, in the UK, in Italy, in France. And then I did an exchange semester in China and finished my study there 5 months ago.
Okay, great. So which countries you can point out as your favorite countries to stay, to live, or to travel?
I think that the Pakistan is definitely on top, like maybe top 2, top 3. And I would say Argentina also. I had very good experience. I did the tour of Argentina and Chile by hitchhiking alone during 4 months. I learned Spanish in Argentina, and I was like seen as a local also when I was working. Today maybe I'm seen as a local Pakistani with the shalwar kameez that I have. In Argentina I had the haircut, I had the stash, so people were thinking that I was Argentinian. So I would say these 2 countries.
Okay, great. So tell me please, how much money did you spend a month here in Pakistan?
I spent around $500, $600, but I'm camping a lot. I think that 1/3 of the time I'm sleeping in my tent, either like in the bush, or when I'm in an adventure on a glacier, I sleep in my tent. Otherwise, I stay in guest house. Here, for example, in Islamabad, one night I'm spending $10 for the night.
Wow.
And food is not expensive. You can eat for $6, $7, $10 per day, I think here. So Pakistan is definitely a cheap country.
How you can motivate some other foreigners who have never been to Pakistan, or they are scared to come to Pakistan? Maybe you can give your own quotation to them.
Don't listen to the news. Go and make yourself your opinion, because there's a big difference between what we hear, and I don't like to say that, but that's true, how we are manipulated consciously or unconsciously to hear some things, and a big difference with the reality of the country. That was the case when I arrived in China. I was amazed by the generosity and kindness of Chinese, and it was the same when I arrived in Pakistan, kindness and generosity. So you can be afraid of where you're gonna go, what you're gonna eat, but usually what we have in mind is the fear that we have in mind is higher than the reality. Usually when an experience arrives, we're like, oh, that was not that difficult actually.
Yes.
And that's the case when you arrive in Pakistan or when you travel. You can be a lot afraid and worrying, but go and talk to people. People are so friendly. I mean, in the whole world, there's 99% of good people on this planet that want to share, that want to talk to you, they help you if you need. And when you stay at home on your couch watching TV or scrolling, you don't see these amazing people.
Yes.
So if you have the opportunity to travel a bit, even next to your home, like next city, it's not especially at the other side of the globe, just go and see the things by yourself.
That's right, a good quotation. And in all these words are very reality in these days, because when people are just sticked in their phone and they don't see the real world and they feel very scared because of what they see. And better, he was saying the right, come and see in your own eyes and feel this ambience. All of you are welcome here, and thank you guys for watching this video to the end. Please don't forget to push likes and subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments some other guests you would like to see in this channel. And Julie, thank you so much.
Thank you,
and
Balnur.
also get subscribed to his channel. There will be in the description the link to his channel, and already here you have the screen.
Tincho Adventures, follow guys.
Yeah, follow. Okay, see you guys soon. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.